Good morning, you guys. What is up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new vlog. Me and you are gonna spend a cozy fall morning together, and I am honestly so excited about it. If you watched the last vlog, you would know my mental health has been like being on a wooden roller coaster. It's specifically wooden because that thing, you're like thrashing around up and down. And now I think we're at the point where we've like, the ride is done and the guy is like, okay, like unbuckle your seatbelts and get off, or do you want to go again? Not that that ever happens, but I'm trying to create an analogy here. And I'm like, okay, I'm good, I'm ready, peace out. So I'm feeling a little bit better, but I thought today, since it was my day off, that I could really have a day to like fill up my cup and just hang out, do a fun little few fall things. While that's a tongue twister, and fun few little fall things and just fill up our cup. I made myself a little, well, it's kind of like half done at this point, but cookie butter. I want to say latte just because it sounds better, but it's technically an iced cookie butter Americano, but that just doesn't have the same pizzazz to it. Love cookie butter because I don't find it overly sweet. I saw a girl on TikTok make an iced cookie butter latte and I was like, I want to try that. And so if you're like me and you don't love super sweet coffee, it's like a nice little fun flav to add to your coffee. It's kind of fall vibes to me. Cookie butter is kind of like fall energy. It's like kind of got a little bit of, not spice. How would you explain cookie butter? I don't know, but it feels like fall to me. So we're gonna go with that. And I'm drinking out of my little Anthropologie dupe cup. Although the tension between me and those Anthropologie cups right now is high because they are so cute. It's so chilly this morning. It's like 9 degrees Celsius, which I wanna say is in the 50s, like low 50s. I get asked a decent amount why I share the weather in Fahrenheit if I'm a Canadian. And if you guys don't know, one of my biological parents has lived in the States since I was like pretty young. And I just kind of got used to, over the years, having like American friends and family, just sharing it in Fahrenheit. So now my brain just like knows both. And because I have a lot of American followers, I just share it. I obviously don't have to. I just like, whenever I say 9 degrees Celsius, like my brain literally puts the slash and goes like 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So I just share it so you guys can feel in the loop on the weather. But yeah, that's just like kind of how my brain works in both. I want to say currencies. That's not the right word. Like both like measurements. So nice, yeah, just a little tidbit to start the day. And yeah, so that's scrumptious. My plan for today is I really want to do my fall mood board / bucket list in my junk journal. I have everything prepped because I was gonna do it the other day in the introvert vlog, and then, you know, I just wasn't feeling the greatest. So we're gonna try and tackle that today. I would like to maybe do a little bit more decorating in terms of, I'd like to put some bats up. And what else did I want to do? Maybe just like watch a fall movie, do some coloring, like really just relax. We are going to finish. Also, the color of this book is very fall vibes. We're gonna finish Crown of Midnight today. I have literally, I don't know, like 50 pages left. And everyone says the ending to this is like wild. So I'm gonna film my reaction. We're gonna read it together and see. But I'm liking this one a lot more than Throne of Glass. I'm really glad I kind of like stuck with it. I knew I was gonna give it at least 3 books, but I am really enjoying this so far. So we're gonna finish that together today. Really just like romanticize it. I don't really know. I was trying to explain this to Matt. I feel like you always count down to fall and you get so excited for like the fall shopping and the candles and the pumpkins and all the Halloween decorations like hitting the shelves, and then you bring out your bins of decor and then you decorate and you kind of have all this like build up of excitement, and then you decorate and you're like, now what? I feel the same with Christmas too, right? It's just like all the anticipation. It doesn't last like year or two that's really just like the beginning of fall, and maybe other people feel like this too, but I'm trying to lean more into like the whimsy and the romanticizing of like the everyday moments. And like someone like me who like loves to decorate and decorates, like I'd say on the earlier side, I still have almost 2 full months to just enjoy the season, and it doesn't just end when you decorate, but sometimes you kind of lose that anticipation because like the most exciting part is, you know, like taking out your bins of decor and decorating it. So I'm trying to remind myself, and I did the same last year, that fall is a season to live in, not to just prepare for. And this can go for Christmas or like anything that you decorate for, right? It's not a season that like ends when you're done preparing for it, like you get to now enjoy and soak up all these like whimsical everyday moments and just like make the most of it. And I just love those little moments, like waking up and being able to put on a sweater for the first time because like the air is crisp and cool, or going for a walk and realizing some of the trees are starting to turn. It's like those little flickers of magic tucked into those everyday moments is something I'm trying to be better about, and I've definitely leaned into more in the last few years. So anyways, just wanted to share that with you guys because sometimes I feel like the countdown is the most exciting part. Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna get back into bed and I'm gonna read this because why not? Why not? It's my day off. Let's do it. Let's get back into bed. Let's cozy up. Let's finish Crown of Midnight and then we can like put a movie on. That seems like a good order now that the caffeine is kicked in. I was gonna try and read this before I had a coffee and I was like literally dozing off. So let's go finish Crown of Midnight and then I'll share my thoughts with you guys at the end. Oh, wait. I have something to show you. I know I said I wasn't gonna decorate this area really. I wanna do a little bit, I think. Just cause like every morning I look forward to coming downstairs in my little coffee corner. Look what I found, you guys. Tell me this isn't the most gorgeous print you've ever seen. I don't really own a lot of like canvasy things just because they are so expensive. If you go to like Michael's, they're like $50 or $60 now, and I'd rather just like swap out a print that cost me like a couple dollars. But when I saw this and saw that it was only $19.99, I was like, this is stunning, and this will be such a timeless piece to have in our home. I love the wine bottles on it. I think it could work in a dining room, in the kitchen, in the nook. Like I just think it's gorgeous, and I've been waiting to put it up here with you guys, and it's like the perfect size because they're the same. Like it's the same kind of same size. So we're gonna put this up. Guys, that was so good. I enjoyed that way more than Throne of Glass. It kind of had like a bit of a National Treasure-esque like style to it, I thought, because she was like trying to solve riddles and stuff like that. It's close to a 4. I don't know if we're quite out of 4 yet. I'm thinking like 3.75. I'm more invested now though, don't worry. I feel like the next book could definitely be a 4-star read. We'll put it on the screen when you can jump ahead. There's gonna be spoilers. If you don't want Crown of Midnight spoilers, just skip ahead to the timestamp on the screen. I'm gonna make it super quick though, don't worry. So the Faye thing, it did not surprise me, but the other twist that she's like this long lost heir, I mean, I want to say it surprised me, but it also didn't. I don't really know how to explain it because I just feel like with every like fantasy book, you uncover that someone is a long lost heir. Like there's this formula that you use in fantasy books. So like, I'm not surprised, but I think that the execution was really well done and the pacing of this was really, really well done. Not shocked because I feel like it happens in a lot of fantasy books. Like I feel like there's like, you know, like 3 or 4 different big plot twists that happen in fantasy books, and like that's just one of them. So in that sense, I'm not shocked. I was shocked because like I don't know if I saw it coming in this book, but then again, like everyone says like, oh my gosh, the ending to this is like kind of wild. So then you kind of have this build up that you think something big is gonna happen. Is this making any sense? Basically, like I didn't guess it, but I'm not shocked that it happened, but it didn't take away from it, because sometimes I feel like when you guess the ending or you know the ending, it takes away like from the book, and it didn't take away at all. I'm so intrigued, and I feel like I want to start book 4 like right freaking now, because I feel like the way that it ended, I'm just like, okay sis, like let's go on an adventure. I'm so here for this. So anyways, I thoroughly enjoyed that, a lot more than Throne of Glass. I think a lot of you guys will be happy to hear that. And now I feel like, oh, I wanted to share the other book I'm reading with you guys. It is this cute little novella. It's called Scary in Love. I don't know if you can see it. Holly June Smith. It's so cute. It's like 170 pages, and it's basically about this, I don't know how far I am into it. Let's see. This girl who's like obsessed. I kind of like, I relate to her because I have always loved haunted houses, scary things. I wanted to be like a mortician when I was younger. Like, I know. And she loves them too, so I kind of feel like connected to the female main character. Anyways, this like really infamous haunted house in their town that's been abandoned for years opens up as like a haunted house attraction. And the male main character is like a I think he's the guy that like is running the attraction. Anyways, I'm 20% in so far, and I'm just like having a blast with it. The banter is really funny, and I just like the girls' inner dialogue because I feel like I can relate to her a lot. That's what I'm reading on my Kindle right now, and I'm really enjoying that. It's on Kindle Unlimited. Honestly, what a cozy way to start the day. It is currently 8:38 right now, and I think I am going to, I don't really know. I kind of want to put a movie on and just like do some hobbies on my little like table. So I think I might put a movie on. I'm trying to think if I want to watch Scooby-Doo. It's just like my comfort, like fall nostalgic like TV show / movie. Or I was thinking we could watch Lemony Snicket. That gives me like really good fall energy. But anyways, let's go put a movie on and chill. Hi guys, I'm a little floating egg right now. It's like, it's too hot to wear a sweater, but I'm wearing like a tank top and I'm a little chilly, so I wrapped myself in a blanket. But I had lunch and then I was honestly starting to feel really anxious and overwhelmed. Something I've noticed is that I have, those weekends like last weekend I talked about where I will just like feel all my feelings at once. But I'm also someone who gets really overwhelmed easy, and I kind of let those little feelings spiral into bigger feelings, and I'm trying to work on that because I can't always control bigger feelings, but I feel like I can control smaller feelings. And if you see me looking down, it's because I write down all my thoughts on my notes app, because I'm not like a pen and paper journal girly, but I really love to write things down in my notes app. I get overwhelmed by really small things, and then I kind of let that like snowball into bigger things. And I'm working on trying to find ways to feel my feelings without letting it dictate my whole day, and controlling it when I can control it. And I'm sharing this because I say this every year, but real life still happens during the fall. And I think especially with seasonal videos, you just see this picture perfect aestheticness, and you know, mental health doesn't care about the season. Your feelings don't care about the season. Life still goes on during seasons. And I just always want to bring a little bit of real life to these videos. First thing I do is I acknowledge and I label the feeling. So instead of trying to push it away right away, which is where I feel like I really go wrong, I will say, so today, for example, there's construction going on our street, and I literally said to myself, okay, this noise is making me feel really overwhelmed and irritable. Like I can't have the windows open, I can't have the doors open, and it just gets like tiresome after like a month or so. I wake up at like 6 in the morning. It's already started. Like I'm already sensitive to noise, and yeah, it's a lot. And I learned in therapy a long time ago that labeling your feelings helps you move from it lets you move from just reaction to observing, which already creates a little distance between you and those emotions. I quite literally, and I feel like if you struggle with your mental health, you'll get it. It probably sounds silly, but like I went to go sit outside with the dogs at lunch, and there was just like so much noise going on, and I just got so irritable. Like I was just trying to enjoy my lunch outside. I haven't been able to do that for weeks now, and I just got so irritable. And I immediately started crying, and then I was like, okay, wait, we're not gonna let this affect the rest of the day. Like we have a nice day planned. We have a few things that we want to do, and instead of just like letting my feelings take over, I try to like reset my nervous system. So typically when that's the case, I will literally grab my headphones and I will go for a walk. Like that's it. I will put on, my pump up playlist is like oldies like September, Fleetwood Mac, just things that will get me like hyped up. Like I think it's like a road trip It's like an oldies road trip sing along playlist. Sometimes I'll splash my face with cold water, or even just like stopping, pausing the crying, and just closing my eyes and taking a deep breath can help too. Setting a boundary with myself to feel my feelings for X amount of time and then move on, because it's not that I'm not giving myself permission to do it. I'm just like, okay, you have, you know, I literally said to myself, you have 10 minutes on this walk to process your feelings, and then we need to leave it there, and we need to move on with our day, because we're not letting these feelings, these little moments, like snowball into something bigger. And something that also helps me too, if you find like you're slipping into that mindset of like, oh, my day is ruined now, is to do like a little bit of like a reset, whether it's like making a cup of tea, or like I said, going for a walk, lighting a candle. And that kind of helps symbolize to my brain, like, okay, it's time to move forward now. You have to let yourself acknowledge the feeling, but also know when like we need to like move forward. And that's something that I really struggle with, is I will let something silly and small just like ruin my whole day. Also, like snuggling myself up in a blanket really helps too, and just like giving myself a hug. Using a weighted blanket is really nice too. So anyways, that's just like honestly how I'm feeling. Maybe someone can relate to that. Maybe it's helpful to someone. I think I'm going to do my journal spread now. And I like to just like, whenever I'm feeling anxious, just do something with my hands, put my phone away. I haven't really been on my phone much today. I haven't really been on my phone much at all this week. I just feel like I need a little bit of a break from social media right now, or like short form content specifically. So I'm gonna go do something with my hands. Crafting always makes me feel so much better. Put on maybe like a Scooby-Doo or something, because it's just like a comfort movie. I might put on a movie, like a Scooby-Doo movie, not a show. Yeah, that's just how I'm feeling. So maybe that was helpful to one of you guys, but I never want these videos to portray that like fall is so perfect and la 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 around here, because I wish it was, but unfortunately my mental health doesn't give a shit that it's fall. Which is unfortunate, because it's my favorite season, and sometimes I catch myself feeling like guilty, like, oh my gosh, does you know, XYZ need to act up right now? Like, this is my favorite season and I can't enjoy it to the fullest. But two things can be true, you know, you can be struggling, but also try to find the joy in the little moments. And yeah, so that's my little spiel for you guys. That's the spiel from the egghead. All right, you guys, we are going to do a little bit of crafting. I already cut out all of the little pictures from my like Pinterest board that I printed, and I rounded them with my little tool to kind of look like Pinterest pins. And my gosh, what's the word? I'm blanking. I stamped out all the letters. I already had this paper on the background, and originally I was gonna do these photos and my bucket list like all in one, but I just don't think there's enough space. So I'm gonna do a mood board spread, and then on the next page, with whatever ones I don't end up using, maybe more of the Halloween ones, I'll put them along with my bucket list on there. And I have a bunch of really fun papers to choose from. We've got so many options. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna watch a little movie. We've got Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost on. So we're gonna set the vibes and we're gonna do some crafting. like it gets so chunky so fast. So this is my new one. We have my August daily junk, which was so much fun to do. And then just like a few miscellaneous spreads. I feel like I did a lot of like fast food spreads in August. Started my fruit and veggie page. Yeah, did like a spread of some of my favorite fast foods. This was like a bookish one I did, kind of simple. I don't love this one honestly, but c'est la vie. You're not gonna love every journal spread that you do. This more plain neutral one, and then you guys would have seen this in one of the fall vlogs. We started the September daily junk, which I feel like has so many fun fall elements to it. And then here is the fall mood board. I'm so happy with how this turned out, and I love that it kind of looks like a Pinterest board. And then I also really love the Halloween bucket list. This was a lot of fun to do, and really excited about everything that is on it for this year. Really happy with how that turned out, and I got to use all of the pictures. I think there's just maybe one that we didn't get to use, but out of all of them I printed, I used them all except one, which I think is really good, and that means there's very minimal waste. So very happy with how the junk journal number 2, volume 2 is coming along. Also, since the last fall vlog, I did finish this diamond art project. It's nice and on the smaller side if you want one to start with, because some of them are really big. This one's nice and small, and as you can tell, it doesn't have diamond art everywhere. Like, it's almost to just like accentuate it. I just have it hung up on like a little empty wall in the hallway, but love her, very cute. Good morning, you guys. Happy Saturday. I figured I would carry the vlog into today a little bit as well, just because we're having a nice little like cozy, pretty chill Saturday at home. I think I mentioned this yesterday, but Matt wanted to make a pot roast, so we have one in the crock pot. The house is gonna smell so good. There's nothing like the first soup in the first crock pot of the season. I don't make the rules, but I am so excited. I'm truly on cloud 9. Nothing, as Mickey and Minnie would say, nothing can stop us now. Nothing can. Last night, Matt and I actually went to go see Morrissey at City Folk, which was so much fun. I grew up listening to Morrissey. My parents would play music on Sunday mornings, and as a kid, you don't appreciate it, but as an adult now, I do, because I think I got exposure to like so many great bands and singers of like, you know, 70s, 80s, and 90s. And anyways, my dad's favorite artist is Morrissey, so we went to go see him. We had so much fun. It was a nice night out, and now we're hunkering down for a cozy little Saturday at home. It's like a nice overcast day. I'm just doing a load of laundry now, like our bed sheets, our pillow covers, all that stuff. We like to do clothes throughout the week, and then we'll do like the bigger things on the weekends, like towels, bedding, blankets. Matt is putting together a shelving system from Home Depot, but it's like one of those heavy duty ones in the basement, just because we need some more storage, and he's been wanting like a heavy duty one for a while. We got some plastic ones that were like hand-me-downs from his cousin when we moved, which have been great, served a great purpose, but we needed something a little more heavy duty because they were kind of starting to cave in with like the paint, like the heavier things. So he's building that. Our hutch is coming today, which is so exciting. We have been in the market for a dining room hutch for probably like 6 to 9 months since we got this table at the beginning of the year, but the issue is a lot of hutches aren't that tall, and we have 9 foot, no, maybe 12 foot. They're not standard size ceilings. They're really tall ceilings. So all the hutches we've seen on Facebook Marketplace are just way too small for the space. We finally found one. They're close by. They're going to deliver it, and I am so excited. It'll definitely need to be sanded down. Like, I think it's going to be pretty orange wood, but I don't care. I will sand it down. I will paint it. I will probably not paint it. I probably won't paint wood ever again, but I'll probably sand it down at some point. But very excited for that. So we're doing a little furniture shuffling. I moved some things around, and I'm really excited to organize that. You guys saw this morning I started The Haunting of Evelyn Jones. I have been so excited to read this. It was on my ultimate fall like reading list video. This was the hardest book to track down. I looked on Indigo, Amazon. I asked a few local bookstores. I requested it at the library. They said that they couldn't get it. I tried to get it on my Kindle, my Kobo, like Audible, like everything. I think it might have only been published in the UK because it's from the UK. That's where I had to order it from. But luckily you can order from UK bookstores, like free shipping to Canada, which is nice. So finally got it. And this is like one of the middle grade books I've been the most excited to read this fall. And a nice little, I feel like palette cleanser doesn't like always get the best connotation, but between like Crown of Midnight, I'm reading Kill Creek, which is a horror book too. I just was like, I want something a little bit lighter, but like still a little spooky season vibes. And the cover for this is just like peak spooky season. So anyways, I got a few chapters in this morning, really enjoying it. It follows our female main character, Evelyn, who discovers well, Evelyn loves ghost stories. I mean, like, same sis. And she discovers a spooky old book that belonged to Primrose, and then Primrose mysteriously disappeared. So she kind of looks into the disappearance of Primrose. And I don't know. I feel like so much love goes into middle grade books. Like, every chapter has a quote on this like spooky little background. There's like a bunch of like photos, and yeah, so I just really enjoying that. It's like a nice little switch up from the fantasy and the horror. So that is the spooky current read. Hoping to get a little bit more reading time in today. And yeah, we're gonna have like a cozy little date night at home. We're gonna watch Haunted Mansion. We're pretty late to the game this year. That's usually the first. Does anyone else have like a first movie you watched during like fall and Halloween? And if you do, let me know what it is, because I would love to know. Ours is Haunted Mansion, and we haven't even watched it yet, which is crazy because I feel like I've watched a few things by now, but we haven't. I guess we have been watching Criminal Minds, which kind of gives spooky season energy, and then also What We Do in the Shadows, but we haven't really watched any movies yet. So we're gonna watch that tonight. Oh, should we go through the fall bucket list and like actually talk about it? Let's go do that. Let me go get my journal. I shared the bucket list yesterday, and then I realized like I didn't talk it through. I mean, most of them are like self-explanatory, but I was like, let's chat about it for a second. So the first one I have is bake cinnamon rolls from scratch, which is actually a 2025 goal that I have, and fall just feels like the perfect time to do that. Carve pumpkins, that's like a very classic one. Visit a new town. There are so many small towns around the Ottawa area. I think it's gonna be Gananoque for us because we've been meaning to go for a while, but I'd love to do that. There's like nothing better to me than like a small town autumn day trip. Dress up more. I feel like fall is the season of comfy, cozy, but cute. Like so many oversized sweaters and like skirts, and there's just like, I don't know, there's something about fall that you can kind of wear all the like oversized comfy clothes but still put it together and be cute and like layer like a maxi skirt and a sweater. And so I just want to dress up more because honestly it's like the best time of year. And I feel like because I work from home most days of the week, I just wear like sweatpants or leggings and a sweater, which obviously has its place, but I would like to dress up a little bit more, especially like when I go into the office and stuff. Watch 5 new to us movies for the fall and Halloween season. They could be old, they could be new. Have a backyard bonfire. We've been on a burn ban for probably like 2 or 3 months now, with just like the dryness of, we went like 7 weeks without rain this summer, so it's very dry here right now. We're on a burn ban, but I keep seeing these, I'll put a photo in, these like Pillsbury cookie s'mores, and they just look so good. So I want to have like the neighbors over, have like a little backyard bonfire, maybe make some hot dogs, have a nice cozy fall evening in the backyard with a fire. It just sounds perfect. Have a living room sleepover movie night. I really want to get one of those like kind of pull out, I see them all the time on TikTok, but they're like, you put them in your living room so that you can have like a living room sleepover. Like it's like a fold up mattress kind of. And I just think we would get so much use out of that. So I'd love to have a living room sleepover movie night. Try a new hobby, whether that's like crocheting, punch needle. I would just like to try something new. Have a board game night, go to a fall market. I have never had hot cider, so I'd love to try hot cider. I want to pick a fall perfume. I have like my everyday perfume, but then I started using 2 years ago now the Vacation summer perfume. It smells like sunscreen and I love it. I really want to find like a fall and winter scent that's kind of like warm and vanilla-y and not too sweet, but kind of just like giving that fall vibe. I don't know, I've really loved finding like different perfumes for the season. I might do it through Scentbird though, because you obviously get like the little sample, so I might look that up and see. But I would love to find like an autumnal perfume. And then lastly, I want to have a 24-hour readathon and film it. I have been wanting to do a 24-hour reading vlog for so long, and I feel like the fall is the perfect time to just cozy up over one weekend, kind of do it like 12 hours and 12 hours, Saturday and Sunday, and have a 24-hour readathon of some spooky books. That just sounds so much fun. So that is the fall bucket list. I thought I would go through it super quick with you guys. Anyways, I have the JBL speaker out. I'm going to put on like a fall playlist, and we're going to do a little bit of decorating, put some bats up, and I don't know what time they're coming to deliver the Hutch, but get ready for that. But happy Saturday. Here's what the hutch looks like so far. Honestly, I've just been like playing around with decorating it, and I just kind of threw some extra seasonal decor up there. I'll probably end up rearranging a few things because I feel like the only way to really decorate and learn is just by placing things and seeing if you like it or not. My little Halloween countdown, an extra print. I've got this fun little skull. I feel like a lot of this kind of goes with the bar theme. Like this, I don't know, feels very bar-esque to me. We've got this little champagne holder. It's obviously not seasonal, but it just has all of our bottle openers in there. I want to try and find some more of these cups. They're actually from Anthropologie. They're plastic, which is great. They were on clearance this summer for like $4. So I doubt they'll have them, but I'm going to try and find them and see. And then this is where we keep all of our postcards to go through. And I've got this. We'll probably end up putting like Halloween candy in here a little closer too, but can't fill it right now or else we would eat it all. We'll go see with the wine, Home Sweet Haunted Home. One of the things I was most excited about to get a hutch was to just be able to decorate it for the seasons. So I'll probably play around with this. It's not like firm. I think I might need some like taller cups here. It would look nice. Maybe if we had wine glasses in the back just to add some height there. But for my first go, happy with it. It was really fun to do. And then I'm still trying to find a home for this guy. I think he's so cute, especially in the round frame, but I actually shockingly don't have many empty walls. Maybe upstairs in our bedroom, but I'm trying to find a home for him right now. So he's just staying put for now. I just woke up from the fattest nap, as you can tell by my face. And dinner's ready. I'm so excited. We're having a roast. Let's go eat dinner. Yum. So cozy. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.